Hear ye, you are gathered for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling, featuring the Sovereign Sound Boy. As always, you can find us on most platforms streaming podcasts, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, among others. If you're listening on iTunes, leave us that 5-star review. Links to all the platforms and our merch and whatever else you're looking for is available at ykwrestling.com. I promise you, before the end of the year, we're gonna have our own website. Like, we're gonna have an actual, like, real website where you can just get these things. It's not just a link tree. It's gonna look good. I promise you. Now I gotta hold myself accountable and get it cracking. But as always, I am the Thespian TC Fontaine, joined by, what are we today?
Ravishing Regroup.
Ravishing Regroup. Keeping it as per tradition, keeping it normal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here. Welcome, y'all. We're doing something different. This is our first ever Gauntlet episode. I bet you wonder, like, what the hell is a Gauntlet episode? It's gonna be, it's nothing crazy. It's just first half is gonna be me and Reek breaking down NXT in your house, and second half, got some surprise guests coming through. I'm not gonna say who it is, just in case they hit me up last second and say, like, oh no, I can't make it. But y'all gonna see, we're gonna have some second half guests as we break down Hell in a Cell. Little jam packed. So let's not waste any time. We watch wrestling all week long, and I didn't really watch nothing this week, man. I didn't. I started watching Jeff Jarrett on Broken Skull Sessions, in like less than 10 minutes I fell asleep. So I gotta run that back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. JEFFJARRETT.
You know he's back too, right?
Yeah, like live director of a lot of events or something.
They pulling out all the stops and Stephanie left, man.
Man,
crazy.
Hey, now if Jeff Jarrett run them shits like how TNA shows used to be ran back in the day,
man, listen,
we got something going. Because TNA was fun.
Yeah.
Like early TNA, it was trash, but it was fun though. My stream just died on me. ESPN be on that shit, boy. I tell you, we were just talking about that.
They coming to shut that shit down.
I can't watch the Young Boy Undisputed. It's crazy. I'll check the highlights later. It's cool. But yeah, man, check that out. What you been watching this past week?
I took a little detour. I started watching Survivor Series 06.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was just finishing up that one Survivor Series match that had Tess in it, and looking at the way this dude was blown up, because I've been watching 03.
Listen, bro.
You couldn't tell me my dude wasn't on several things. Like, his face, his neck all blown. Like, dog. That shit is crazy. Like,
yeah, shout out to Tess, RP.
Yeah, man, that was rough.
What was Survivor Series 06? That was like DX and the Hardys and CM Punk on the same team.
Yeah, when what's his name? Dude, HBK clapped that dude, Mike Knox. Went to the corner like, yo, who was that? Who was this
Oh,
dude?
yeah. I remember that, bro.
Like,
I just ruined that man's career.
I'm about to say, that's the worst way to get buried on a pay-per-view.
He only been on TV at that time, like 5 months?
If that.
Yeah, dude. Like, and he was down bad from the jump. Like, he was an abusive boyfriend on TV. Like, come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you made him that insecure dude that can't let his girl do what she want to do. Like, you setting him up for failure from the jump.
From the absolute beginning. No, I'm gonna have to go check. I'm gonna have to check out some of that old ECW. Like, I might have to start that from the beginning. Cause like the first maybe 3 months, it was kind of hot.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like, low key. Like, as we got deeper into that Big Show reign, it was kind of boring. But like,
Yeah.
No. When Big Show and Batista main evented inside Hammerstein Ballroom.
Oh my God, man.
Like who decision was that? Because
I'll never forget
that wasn't going down good. You knew it wasn't going down good.
And it's like
They
I was
probably did
hyped
it
for
on purpose.
Batista, but I'm like, he does not belong here.
Nah.
In this match, in this arena. Like, y'all did that one, Rick. I think at one point they had Taker in there. I'm like, what are y'all
Taker
doing?
was on ECW.
Yeah, I'm like, what are y'all doing?
No, it wasn't Rick on ECW with like Edge and Mick Foley. Wasn't they running that angle on there, or am I tripping?
I think they had like a segment or something like that. But Rick went up against Big Show for the title in Extreme.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's Googleable. Hold on.
It was one of them. Yeah. That happened. And
I gotta find an exact date because I watched every episode of ECW. I just don't remember this. So I'm gonna find the date.
Yeah, I don't think it was in Hammerstein, but I know that shit.
No, that wasn't a Hammerstein. I know for sure. I would have remembered. I would have remembered Ric Flair wrestling in Hammerstein.
Yeah, I don't think it was in Hammerstein, but it was on that run where they just had all these top WWE guys wrestling Big Show for the ECW title.
That was the week after Big Show won the title.
I'm trying to think.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I can't do. I think we have an internet problem, so I'm gonna pause this recording.
It was
July 11th.
Yeah.
That was a week after he won the belt.
Yep.
That's terrible. I'm gonna go watch that though. He was on ECW twice.
Yeah. I don't remember the other
team
time.
was CM Punk versus Elijah Burke and Shelton Benjamin on February 19th, 2008.
Sheesh.
No, the first month and a half of ECW, it was low key fun. Like John Cena was on there. No, John Cena wasn't on there. Right. Randy Orton, I think, was on there.
Yeah.
Sabu was in Extreme Rules match like every week and shit. And then you can tell like when they just stopped caring, like probably around the time RVD and Sabu got arrested. That was like,
yeah, that messed everything up. Once that happened,
damn shit,
it was all downhill.
At least RVD.
It wasn't even supposed to be. I don't even think it was really supposed to be Big Show. It was supposed to be Kurt, but Kurt was wilding out too. That's when he
hell yeah
about to be on his way out.
Which like I think it was obvious it was heading towards Kurt like the whole time. Like,
yeah,
that would have been crazy
because the crowd was fucking with him.
Man, wrestling machine Kurt, so much. Now we're gonna have to go run back some old ECW. We gotta do that. Might have to talk about it.
Facts.
So hey, let's talk about probably one of the few biggest things. Like, all right, so I'm jumping all over the place, pardon me. MJF.
Oh boy. A
lot of things happened in the last week since we last recorded. A lot of things that aren't really relevant anymore. Because in all my years of watching wrestling, MJF, I'm pretty sure he finally got what he wanted. Because all my years of watching wrestling, I don't think they would air a legitimate shoot promo on TV. I mean, yeah. I think your internet's delayed, so I'm gonna just keep it going. I'm gonna see if it catch up to itself.
Oh shit.
But all my years of watching wrestling, like, why would you air a shoot promo of somebody that's legit mad? I mean, I know they did it with CM Punk, but like, you know, back 2011 and shit, when he was having his contract negotiations,
right?
And they let him win the belt, but like, he signed another contract before he won the belt. So like all my years of saying, watching wrestling, I'm pretty sure he got a new deal before they went out there and they decided to do something. But it's who we dealing with. It's Tony Khan. So there's a possibility that it's not, and he just got faith that he's gonna come around.
And this is the difference between the two, because see, Tony think that he drawing on other shit that he's seen in the past, like CM Punk in that situation, stuff like that. He think he clever, saying, you know what, you got frustrations, here's a hot mic, go out and just talk your shit, get it off your chest. Number one, he gonna embarrass you out here, make you look all kinds of incompetent for doing it. And number two, whatever he was asking for you to pay him, you might as well double that now. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Big facts. Yeah. We got this amazing gem out of the promo. I had to add it to the soundboard.
You fucking mark!
I think we're gonna get a lot of usage out of that one.
Oh my god.
But no, you see they leaked that what the starter contracts in AEW were for the motherfuckers that signed day one.
Bruh.
So at most, MJF, I keep wanting to call this dude MVP. At most, MJF was making $70K at most. At most. Braun Breaker was making more than that before he got called up to NXT.
I'm about to say that is a fact.
For real though. What the starter contracts in NXT? What 200,000?
Something like that. I think they had an article Triple H was talking about. It's somewhere in that range.
Man, let me go to the Performance Center for 3-4 weeks. I can pay some of my bills off. the ones I need to get paid off for real, I can get paid off.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Then you can let me go. I'm good. I'm caught up. I can say I work for WWE, drive my price up.
Exactly.
Call myself former WWE superstar back on the indie scene.
Right. I was about to say,
hey,
go on that indie run, bro.
I'm a leave faith that MJF did get paid. Get that paper, young man. In the words of Young Dolph, get paid, young. I ain't gonna call you that because you ain't that. Get paid.
Oh man.
Hey yo, this promo it was fire though, man.
Hell yeah.
Passion. I mean, I heard that the executives from the network were in the building, so
yeah,
that might not bode well if they not clued in on what's going on.
I'm telling you, Koki Khan swore he was clever.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a conversation that's gonna be real uncomfortable.
Right. That's up there. Remember, they said Trump bought Raw.
Oh yeah.
Man?
Yeah.
And the stock crashed the next day. It did. Go check it.
Oh man.
It wasn't a super duper crash, but early in the morning it crashed a decent amount and it kind of came back. But that's when people found out he didn't really buy that shit.
Damn.
It was all good. But no, this MJF, most talented person on the roster by far.
Easily.
By far. So yeah, you should pay him all that he's worth, because he is killing everybody in that locker room on the microphone, especially Athena. Especially her.
Why?
Keeping one Hundy with you.
I was offended,
bro. That was racist. that is rape. I gotta hold on, Boosie.
That's racist.
I watched that clip, and it was the way she said it, and it was directed towards another black woman, and it still came off racist.
Yes. And see now, in other conversations that we had about this woman, see, you reminded me of who this woman's husband is.
Yeah.
And then now in promos like this, now I gotta think
of black women.
Yeah, now I gotta think about that. Damn, this couldn't have been worse. It really couldn't. Girl, you gotta think this shit through.
I gotta add the Bianca girl onto the soundboard.
Yeah.
I don't know how that one slipped past me all these months. It's been over a year, maybe almost 2 years since the soundboard debuted. It ain't been 2 years exactly, but it's nearing that. And I don't have Bianca Belair on my soundboard. We need to get that taken care of, TC. But I know y'all, we've having people listen to us and they be like, why don't y'all talk about AEW more? Oh, we got another AEW topic in a row. Because yeah, man, Roman Reigns, I heard, showed up to his biggest hater's funeral to make sure that nigga was really dead.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Hey, man.
You know what's worse is somebody posted, like, not even an hour after the announcement, somebody posted that clip of him talking about, like, he was not a needle mover, he wasn't John Cena and all them other guys. Like, not even an hour after.
I seen that tweet from The Rock on my timeline, just getting retweeted. It's like, hey, this tweet never ages. It don't.
Like, y'all showed up to the funeral so fast.
Hey, we ain't even gonna say his name though.
No.
Y'all know who we talking about.
I know exactly who we talking about.
I seen that little post media conference, man. That nigga was going off talking about how much money he drew and all this. He wasn't drawing no ratings, man. The ratings were still the same past week. Right. Nobody cares, bro. I think like they said his segment dipped in ratings. So he moved the needle in the opposite direction. You know who?
Like, why are you going off like
and
this?
I'm taking all these with a grain of salt because I don't care enough to double check. I know some things is Googleable, but I don't care enough to Google them. But I heard MJF segments are the highest rated segments on the show. There you go, right there. Pay the man the fucking money. I'm all for motherfuckers getting paid. Especially when I heard that they gave Apollo Crews a raise just because he was on TV more often, like a couple years back. Damn. Like, Apollo Crews is able to get a raise. Why MJF can't get a raise in his company? That's crazy. Questions that need motherfucking answers, man. But hold on real quick as well. I had this in my notes and because I just didn't want to forget it. Due to the Snow Bunny scandal, all references to Dr. Umar Johnson will be suspended on this show until further notice. I heard he responded, and so pending my investigation, we will not be, at least on this episode, no Dr. Umar sound bites. And it's a couple that could be used. Response? I saw very briefly. I saw his Twitter response, but I saw like a video response earlier today. And I seen a whole 20-minute video on YouTube. I subscribe to this channel on YouTube that posts like clips from his lives and stuff. So like I got one of them on my watch later. I'm about to check it out. Cause I gotta see what this man said.
Like Cap.
It sound like Big Cap. He said, no, from the Twitter response, he said, this was a vendor in the mall that I was at. And they were selling incense and like crystals and stuff. And it's like, okay, that would be fair if you weren't Dr. Umar. Because why are you buying incense and crystals from the Yakubians? What's up with that? We don't do that around here. You of all people know better than that. So until my investigation is up, the many Dr. Umar sound bites on this soundboard will not be used until further notice. Further notice may be as soon as next episode. Sound bites is funny, and these are just jokes. Like we don't cancel folks around here unless you know the person we was just talking about previously. We don't say his name. He not on redacted time. I said his name a couple times earlier on this episode, but when it comes to the roast, anyway, Snow Bunny skin.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like,
bro, I was kind of disappointed. I was like, dang.
you can't even get me with that Cap story, bro. Like, she's smiling and laughing entirely too hard for you to be just frequenting her business.
Bro, we have all went and talked to a woman before that we did not know before we talked to, and we had a good conversation and shared laughs.
Yep.
And it looked like they exchanged numbers. Cause he did that. He did that laugh. He bent all the way down the laugh. It wasn't nothing that funny.
Oh God.
You shaming us, man.
Yeah.
So until this investigation, we're gonna check it out.
Yeah, man.
And then shout out to Obi-Wan. God damn, it's halfway over already. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
But I'm gonna just remind y'all, if y'all didn't see the last episode of Obi-Wan, because Reek didn't. So again, for another week in a row, we can't talk about it in depth. Hopefully he caught up next week. I'm gonna let y'all know, in case you forgot, in the Wars of Roy Jones Jr., y'all must have forgot Darth Vader is the GOAT villain of all media. In all media. Comic books, wrestling, movies, all that. TV show, all that. He's the GOAT villain. You can't name me nobody that's more GOAT. Don't say Thanos.
Nah.
Don't
Thanos just started becoming like big mainstream when the Avengers movies came out. Like
Darth Vader been the GOAT for almost 50 years.
Right. People didn't even start reading the comics like that.
45 to be exact. But almost 50 years, the GOAT villain. This whole episode, he had me shook. Like, it might have been like 3 or 4 scenes with Vader, and every single time, and my heart was beating. It's like, what is this nigga about to do? And if I would like to spoil, I'm gonna spoil one thing here, man. James Earl Jones is voicing Darth Vader again. So,
but I'm definitely watching after this. Cause that's what I it's crazy. Like as soon as they said that he was gonna be in the show, I'm like, okay, so now I gotta check through, IMDb, shit like that. I gotta make sure that my guy is gonna be doing the voice. I didn't see nothing pop up, so I was getting scared. I'm like, nah, man, you can't. I know he's still kicking. He could do that voice for me one more time.
Right.
So I was waiting for this episode. So now I gotta watch it. I gotta tell.
All right, check that out. They paid Hayden Christensen a couple $100,000 just to walk around in the suit.
Hey, I take it.
Hey, me too. Especially y'all was clowning me all these years about being Vader. Nah, son. No, but before we get into Peasant of the Week, I just want to say one thing. Fuck Boston. And I don't appreciate this Al Horford propaganda that sports media has been on the last, ever since they beat the Heat last week. I don't appreciate it, man.
Oh, man.
Because Al Horford never been that nigga like that. Never.
That's true.
I've been watching basketball over 20 years. Al Horford has been in the league since 2008? Something like that.
Yeah.
He might have been that nigga at Florida. He wasn't that. He ain't never been that nigga like that. Y'all doing this man, bro. I don't even want to get started. I'm gonna just go to Peasant of the Week. I could get on a long tangent about this, so I might save it. But Peasant of the Week, we back again, and I have lost count of how many times I have given Peasant of the Week to you niggas. Because I'm doing it again. Here we go.
I'm packing the air, this gas what?
These peasants, you peasants.
Peasant of the Week. This week, on Young Kings Wrestling. I told Reek what it was. It's you niggas, but it's two of you niggas specifically. At Bad Brian Takes and at this is an interesting name, Fugma Balls on Twitter. Bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here, boy.
I'm gonna give y'all some context to what's going on. There is a user on wrestling Twitter. I'm not gonna promote who it was for reasons because one, he got more followers than us. He knows wrestlers personally, and therefore, unless I give him Peasant of the Week, I'm not gonna say his name on here because he not cutting check. So unless he gets Peasant of the Week or unless he cut a check, we not gonna promote you because you got more followers than us. Ain't no beef. You just got more followers than us, and you more known out here in these streets. It's how we look like promoting you. How that work? But no beef, no offense, no nothing.
We low key hating.
Yeah, that's all it is we low key player hating. There's a difference between hating. There's a difference between hating and player hating. Like player hating is fun, it's a little fun banter, like we player hate on Montez Ford sometimes. It's like because his wife.
Always.
So like
always.
We love Montez though, but we gonna player hate on the fan. Mm-hmm. So that's how it works. But hating, oh man, hating is like some shit I seen y'all say about the Miz the other day. Like we still hating on the Miz for what reason? All right, so there we go.
Y'all got to grow up.
Bro, come on, man. This hating on the Miz is so 2012, bro. Like,
right.
Like people stopped hating on the Miz like 10 years ago. Anyway, shout out to Twista, Midwest legend. This whole conversation stemmed from a tweet from this Twitter user that I won't name because he compared everybody's least favorite tag team, my least favorite tag team, the Young Bucks. He compared them to Twista. How the Young Bucks compare to Twista, you ask? I'm going to tell you. He says, you know how Twista is in the Guinness Book of World Records for rapping the fastest, and he also has some great songs and verses. However, there's nobody calling Twista the greatest rapper because he excels in a part of the art that others don't. That is me when it comes to the Young Bucks. I paraphrase a little bit there. This brought out some very, very Caucasian hip hop takes from you niggas. 98% of you niggas consist of Young Buck fans. Therefore, you niggas get credit for being Peasant of the Week. But these two of you niggas specifically, Bad Brian Takes responds with my bad. Twista. I get so flustered doing Peasant of the Week and I just I can't talk. Twista is only remembered for Mr. Tongue Twister and Slow Jams. Much like the Usos will only be remembered for their DUIs and their super kick spams. Use a better analogy next time, bro. Make it less obvious that you went to Wikipedia before tweeting this response next time, bro, because this is some bullshit. First of all, Mr. Tongue Twister was Twister's first single, right? That's how I know he went to Wikipedia. And Slow Jams was his first mainstream hit, which is how I know he went to Wikipedia because he named the two songs. One, nobody thinks of Mr. Tongue Twister when they think of Twister. We think of Pope Pimp. We think of Get It Wet. Pause. We think of So Sexy. Pause. We think of Sunshine. We think of Do You with Do or Die. You remember that? We think of Pope Pimpin' with Do or Die. The song from Coach Carter. We think of that before we think of anything else. I just named 7 Twista songs that we all remember from Twista.
Overnight Celebrity.
And Overnight Celebrity. Those are just the singles. Yeah. Those ain't even the B-side that the real Twista fans know. So this was bad. This was a very bad take.
It's atrocious.
It's not even bad. It's egregious. It's asinine. Ass of 10, ass of 11, ass of 12. Bad Brian Takes. You out of here, bro. I might go back and block him for this. But I only think this is the most egregious one. At Fug My Balls responds to the original tweet, and he says, the Bucks are a lot like Outkast. The Elite is a lot like the Dungeon Family, actually. And then he doesn't elaborate any further. Now, he says all that. He says all that. It doesn't even elaborate anymore. I saw that one and I actually got angry. You ever see a tweet that just make you angry on the inside?
Oh, several. I've seen several.
Like this one had me. Fuck my balls.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut up.
Cause I want you to name 2 members of the Dungeon Family. I want you to name 2 members of the Dungeon Family, and you can't name anybody from Outkast. You can't name CeeLo Green, and you can't name Killer Mike. You can't even name Future. You probably didn't even know Future was in the Dungeon Family. You can't name him either. There's 5 people you can't name. So name me 2 people in the Dungeon Family at least. You can't. I can guarantee you can't. Without Wikipedia. I know it's Googleable. Without Google. Name me 2 people.
Yeah, I gotta start doing research before you tweet, man.
Cause what?
I swear. Oh,
what do y'all be talking about, man?
This is outrageous.
And then of course you had the usual suspects, talking about, oh, the Young Bucks, the greatest tag team ever. They ain't even the greatest tag team in that company, bro.
Thank you.
Like, come on.
And after tonight,
as boring
the Young Bucks.
Yeah. Oh. We're gonna talk about that in a second. But listen,
yeah,
as boring as FTR are, they better than the Young Bucks.
Hell yeah.
The Lucha Brothers, they just the Mexican Young Bucks, but they got more swag. So like I like them better.
Yeah.
Like the Young Bucks don't got no swag. And then they said the Usos only gonna be known for spamming super kicks. And what the Young Bucks gonna be known for? These are terribly bad things. That's why y'all get Peasant of the Week all the time. I know we ain't talking about the Bloodline.
Right.
I know we ain't talking about the undisputed unified tag team champions.
Like, and this is
outside of the little shit that they just give at their job that they write them into. They good at their job.
Right.
Hey.
And my thing is like the Usos only gonna be known for DUIs and super kicks. Since they've been back together, since Jimmy came back off injury, show me one bad match they've had. It's been over a year.
No bad matches. No misses. None of them.
Won 2 different sets of titles. Like, come on, man.
They ain't had a bad nothing.
Exactly.
Like and everything they've been in is golden. They ain't even.
And before that, Jay was holding it down in singles. Facts. So like, come on, bro.
Main event Jay Uso.
Just Andre the Giant. You haven't been watching.
Come on, son. Come on, son. That's all they watch is AEW. They don't know no better.
Right.
I mean, all we watch is WWE, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You seen one Young Bucks match, you seen them all. Honestly.
Exactly.
Super kick, Canadian Destroyer.
Exactly.
They got a move named after Dave Meltzer. That's like the number one reason why they can't be the greatest nothing.
Yeah. That's automatically an F for me. So
facts.
Y'all know that.
Speaking of automatic Fs and other grades, that's how I transition here. In Your House was, had another version of In Your House.
It was good.
It was what it was. It was NXT doing their thing. And these people, like, I think how where we at? I'm trying to do math in my head. 9 months. We had 9 months now of NXT 2.0. And like everybody, I think, is officially caught their stride because They put on some bangers for real, for real. Let's just jump into it, man. Kicking off the episode, we got Tony's D's. I don't know what to call them. They need a name. They defeated Legado del Fantasma, and therefore Legado del Fantasma has to join up with Tony D's crew. And I'm gonna say, I'm sounding like a broken record at this point. It's hard to get behind Legado del Fantasma when they lose every single match, every big match at least. And this was another big match that they lost. Stop booking them on PLEs until they win some shit, because I'm tired of it. But they are crazy over though, at least. So maybe, man, you heard a crowd when they came out.
Bro, I was saying as soon as it got started, this gave me like Shield Wyatt family vibes.
Yeah,
when that match came out, like they was hot for this.
Even that one, I think, turned the Shield face. So like that's why I can see Legado like easily turning face the next couple months, where they just gotta run these errands and just do all the work for Tony D and stuff. And I think at one point it's gonna hit that breaking point, and when they turn face officially, that crowd's gonna go crazy, because they was crazy tonight, and that's the same crowd. So I'm giving this an A-, man. What you got?
I'm definitely giving it a A. I think we talked about this before. Like they've been looking for that next Mexican superstar that was like in the same vein as Eddie, and they done gone through so many people: Del Rio, Andrade, Garza, Carrillo,
Susan Cara.
Like, yeah, like this is the guy right here. Santos is that guy, because I mean, the crowd was hot in general, but you could just see the way he was eating this up. Like, that's a dude that's gonna get the put. I said it right when he lost the cruiserweight title. I need to move him up and get him into the North American title scene. Just keep going up from there. Cause I need to see it. Cause him as a single star, the group, it's got everything. So I mean, this is that guy. Don't drop the ball on this.
Nah. Talking to you, Vince. And Bruce.
Yeah.
And whoever else is responsible. Like, y'all can't fail with this one. Cause like who you gonna rely on? Dominic? No offense. Like Dominic don't got the crowd like that. He don't got the personality to get the crowd like that. So
the Dominic wave ended in the summer of 2020. After that match with Seth.
Yeah.
It ain't been up since.
Big facts. So y'all gotta figure something else out. But we move into the next match. Toxic Attraction defeated Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, Team KC, to retain the women's tag titles. For what reason, I don't know. The wrong team won, but both teams put in work. Team KC is short as hell, bro. Like, they made Gigi Dolan look like the great Khali inside their ring.
They midgets. We know this.
They both like 4'11". But they should have won. I'm gonna give this a B grade. Yeah, they put in work. They went crazy. Everybody.
I'm giving it a C. I'm mad. I'm giving it a C.
You upset?
Because the match was good, but I'm mad. I'm mad. Because why? Why?
I don't need to drop the track, do I?
Yeah. Nah. I don't got a whole rant to go on, but it just got me tight. Like, come on, bro. I said this before. Toxic Attraction don't need the titles no more. We done past point. And that this is to me, the best women's tag team that they have in the whole company. Yeah. So this was all the opportunity that you had.
They're the only one that's a real team besides Toxic.
Right. Like, I don't know. Because who else is gonna be the one to do it? Yeah, you ain't built nobody else up.
Unless y'all plan on them winning the tournament for the main ones, I don't see the point here. But the match was solid regardless. I don't know how much longer they can do this Toxic Attraction stuff. Like, I'm kind of over it. Like,
I mean, it's got an expiration date, but you know, I know it's not really gonna end until they build up a certain somebody to go after Mandy.
I got something to say about that too, because somebody said something on Twitter, and I was like, he right. So I'm gonna touch on that a little bit when we get to another match later on the card. But I know Reek happy about this one. He was mad about the tag titles, but I know he happy about this one.
Oh,
because Prophecy is back on track. Carmelo Hayes beats Cameron Grimes to become a 2-time North American champion. Yeah, Melo don't miss twice, 2 times.
Already know.
So
yes,
I'm gonna give this one a A+ grade for the A champion. You already know the match was good. I don't gotta say nothing about the match. We just talk about the Prophecy being back on track. How you feeling?
Hell yeah, I love it. A+++++. And it should have been the main event because at the end of the day, I didn't give 2 solid shits about Braun Breaker and discount True Value Super Weenie Hut Jr. ass Bray Wyatt. Like, I really didn't care. So yeah, this him and Grimes have been killing it ever since they started this program. And you know that A champion Wade Barrett said it better than any of us could. That is the one dude that could be the face of the entire brand. Couldn't have said it better than that.
Big facts. Yo, Wade Barrett was on one.
Yeah.
Like, this whole this whole show, he was on one. He been on one for about a month, ever since Mania. Like, what went down in Dallas, Wade? Because ever since Mania, you've been different.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard him wilding tonight.
Like, you've been big horny on commentary. I'm gonna just say it. You've been big horny on commentary ever since Dallas. Like, what went down? Let us know.
Need answers.
Tell us. No, I'm joking. But yeah. What else happened on this show? I had to put this one. This has nothing to do with NXT. It was something they ran during the show.
Oh man.
First ever diss track to debut during a premium live event / pay-per-view in WWE history. MVP's diss track towards Bobby Lashley came out of left field.
Man. Bars.
They posted it on Twitter earlier in the day. I didn't see it. Me being exposed to it was on the show the first time. And I was just as soon as they showed it, and I was like, in the first 5 seconds, I was like, is this a diss track? And then it said Fall Mighty. And I was like, yo, this is a diss track. And listen, Funkmaster Flex can say it better than I can.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
He barred up Bobby Lashley, something crazy.
Oh God.
And it sampled Hate Me Now.
Yeah.
Well, Hate Me Now, I think, might be Vince McMahon's favorite rap song. Because he used it at WrestleMania with The Miz. Yeah. And now this. Let me find out that's what Vince be listening to when he be lifting at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's up there.
Now I got what other songs do you think Vince McMahon listens to during his workouts? Like, what rap songs particularly are on this man's playlist? If you had to guess.
Damn.
I know you got some Snoop on there.
I was just about to say that. Like, as much as he's been on TV, he gotta have some Snoop.
What Snoop song? We gotta figure that out.
Damn.
Think he got Gin and Juice on there?
Either that or Still DRE.
Yo, what if he had Still DRE on there for real?
I said the way he be lifting and some of the videos they be posting, I'm like, he gotta have some bangers. He gotta have some bangers on his playlist.
He got some Kendrick on there.
I don't know. I feel like he don't have no new people. I feel like it's like old school guys.
Okay,
like you know he got Nas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He probably got some Diddy on here. Oh, he definitely got some Hov on there somewhere.
What more can I say?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no, he got some Timberland on there too. I know.
He got some. Oh yeah, he got some Flow Rider.
Oh, for sure.
They use
that green. Like, he got all Flow Rider on there probably. He's like, yeah, Flow Rider, pal. Shorty got low.
Got it. Yeah, I know he do.
No, we gonna continue this conversation later. Now I feel like he got some joints up there for real.
Yeah,
I might have to save. We're gonna table this conversation for theme song madness.
Yeah, that's gonna be a deep dive.
Let's move on. For the women's championship, Mandy Rose defeated Wendy Chu. I think we both called this one. I'm gonna give this a B grade because the match was cool. The crowd kept their momentum going throughout the match too. So like, the crowd was cold all night. Like,
yeah,
all night. One thing I forgot in my notes from the last thing, the MVP diss track that was more interesting than the main event was. Let me move on.
Yeah.
Wendy Chu's pillow looks very comfortable, or it did at least before it got ripped to shreds. Like I seen the insides of that pillow, I was like, that was probably a real comfortable ass pillow to lay on. It was probably soft, man. Because them good quality pillows, they cost a lot. Good $30, $40 for a good pillow. A real good pillow gonna run you more than $30. Get them cheap. You might get you can get a decent Serta pillow at Walmart for like 20 something, but like it's decent. Serta's is all right. But them big comfy joints like that one, that's it was big too though. So yeah, that pillow was definitely like $60.
Oh yeah, had to be. I bought one of the memory foams a couple years back. That was like $35.
Yeah, see,
like
memory foam pillows change your life too. Memory foam anything. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna interrupt the show to endorse memory foam mattress toppers. If you don't got one on your bed, get one right now. It'll change the way you sleep at night. I'm telling you,
it's a fact.
Yeah. But nah, we knew Wendy Chu wasn't getting it done. She did unzip the onesie though. See them guns? You see the Wendy Chu guns?
Oh yeah.
She buffering both of us.
She had me thinking like she might do when she had that choke on. I was like, oh, I was a little on the edge for a minute. I'm like, hold up now.
Hold on now.
Yeah.
But nah,
that's that swerve coming.
Yeah, we know there's no swerve. We know who's next up, and I got something to say about that because, like I said, I seen somebody on Twitter and they said like they trying to recreate the Bailey thing with Cora Jade. However, Bailey's thing was natural, and it took how many years? Like a year and a half for that.
Right about.
Cora Jade been on TV for like 6 months, bro, and y'all trying to force the issue.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not really hitting. I don't see it. Maybe because I was a Bailey hater. So like maybe that's why I don't see it, but I don't see
it. It was for me right around the War Games when she had the win in that match.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like from there you started, like you said, you just pushing the issue a little bit too much. And then the whole thing with Natty, it was like you just recreating all these old tropes to try and like really hammer that point home. Like we don't need to do that. We never need to do that. Like the crowd responds well to her, so just let her do her thing. You just keep putting her in these situations to, like revisit some old age moments, stuff like that. We don't need to do that.
Nah.
That was never necessary.
Nah, I don't know what they're doing. They're gonna turn her. I mean, they're gonna turn me against her very easily if they keep it up though. So let's not do that. But that's probably what they're gonna do. Great American Bash is on the 5th. Trying to do math here, yeah, the 5th. So July 5th. They like doing the Great American. They like doing these holiday themed NXT shows after the holiday already happened. I don't get that shit.
I don't know, man.
Like, why is New Year's Evil taking place a whole week after New Year's? Like the year, I feel like the year not new anymore after day 3. At that point, I don't want you to say Happy New Year to me and it's the 7th. Let's not do that. I done said Happy New Year enough. The first 2 days. I'm good.
Right.
Like we have a Great American Bash the day after the 4th of July. It's over with. America not celebrating the birthday no more.
All the stores done shifted their focus to Halloween.
Facts. That's not even a joke either. Like they really be selling Halloween shit in the summertime, bro. Like, can y'all put some back to school shit out first, my nigga? Damn.
Right.
They got the one section of Halloween stuff already. And as soon as Halloween over with, this Christmas stuff already up.
Oh yeah.
Like how much y'all paying y'all workers to put Christmas stuff up at midnight on Halloween?
I've seen them do it the week of Halloween, honestly. Like they ain't wasting no time. They got
so the offer one Thanksgiving matters. I'm gonna say that and shout that forever. We're not just gonna bypass Thanksgiving, but I'm getting to another rant. So I'm gonna continue the show. Cora G,
yeah, make
me care at least.
Yeah, please. I get a match of B though.
Yeah, it's a B for me. It was good. I'm gonna get this next match though A+, and I will tell you why momentarily. But this was the match of the night. Creed Brothers versus Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly.
Yeah.
I didn't notice they gave them the John Morrison thing.
Yeah,
somebody got to use it. I guess
that was funny.
But the Creed Brothers, they finally win the NXT Tag Team titles, and I have a soundbite for y'all because it's about damn time.
It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
So I think we was all on the Creed Brothers train they first night on 2.0, which is back in like September, October.
Yeah.
So we've been waiting to crown them for 9 months now. And they put on banger after. They are so damn good, bro. It's crazy. I don't think they've been wrestling for like a year. They are so fucking good. But Creed Brothers are not just him. They are him and him too. They are it. They are 100% it. And the reason I gave this an A+, which somebody probably wouldn't give it A+, like they probably would give it an A or maybe A-. But I can't agree if you gave it less than an A. But I'm giving it an A+ because I seen Julius Creed hit a shooting star press and he hit it picture perfect.
This man
and the story was great. The finish was cold. Like the last 3 minutes, one that they toyed with, like Julius Creed toyed with using the belt, and he turned around, he looked at his dad, and he was like, nah, not in front of my pops. So he gave the belt up. That could have cost him the match. I bet Roderick Strong was wherever he was at. He didn't come out and celebrate with him. So I know wherever he was at, he was big hating. He wasn't player hating, he was hating for real.
Yep.
Because they cheated and because they won. Because Roderick Strong has been a bum ass nigga since last year. Late last year when he lost the cruiserweight title, he's been a bum ass nigga. Facts is fact. That was the beginning of this year, I believe, actually. He's been a bum ass nigga ever since then. And he lost his manager. His manager said, I'm gonna go manage the black woman over here to the championship because you loser. And she is undefeated. So I'm gonna go manage her.
There you go.
He said, I'm gonna change my name back and everything.
Yep.
Shout out to Stokely debuting in AEW. I'll be so shocked when black people debut out there, but it's good to see him back.
He might be the only person they feature on a regular basis.
No, for real. Him and Jade.
Can't keep him off TV.
Nah, you got to. Because I forgot, outside of MJF, him on the mic. Cool. But anyway, I'm digressing again. Yo, Roddy Strong, Hayden, and the Creed Brothers are it. They might have to dump him. Say, yo, we don't need you, fam. Fuck Diamond.
I hope so. No, I hope so.
Say, fuck Diamond Mine.
No, I've been looking at the Creeds in the same light as like all these premier tag teams they've had in NXT, Ascension, Revival, like DIY, like that. This is one of those tag teams that are gonna have a run. War Raiders.
They remind me of like a really athletic version of the War Raiders.
Yeah,
I don't know why. They do.
And they dropped the first L on the War Raiders. So I mean, that was their moment. But yeah, no, I'm definitely giving this A+ too. Like this this definitely was match of the night, and at least one of the two that I had that should have gone over did. So I wasn't gonna be too mad tonight, but yeah, that was a show stealer. And this dude with that shooting star, because all I'm thinking of is the last couple people that tried the shooting star that it didn't end well. So I'm like, yo, what are you doing? But clean as hell, man. That's how you hit the exclamation point on it.
Big facts. And for the main event for the NXT Championship, Braun Breaker defeats Joe Gacy. You know how I didn't care about this match? I didn't care about this match so much. I forgot to take notes on the match, and I did not realize it until just right now. So I have no notes on this match. So I'm just gonna go off the top of my head. The finish was the most interesting part. Maybe the last 5 minutes. Listen, if a referee did that shit to Eddie Guerrero back in the day, you know how much heat the referee would have.
God. Bro.
So like that was the first time I ever seen another ref come out and be like, no. So that was I guess that was interesting. Something different.
The only thing that really caught my attention.
So like everything from the fake chair spot afterwards, yeah. The finish was cool.
And
almost made up for the very boring build. It didn't make up for it at all, but almost. Maybe this close. That's a big gap right there. But
and my thing is, like, if you've seen one trope of, oh, if you get disqualified, you lose the title. If you've seen one of those, you've seen them all.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen.
This is nothing new to me. So the fact that Braun's not going to lose, and the stipulation is going to go this way, it's like, what are you really giving me? The only thing, like you said, the ref coming in to make the save, like, that got interesting to me, and the last sequence of it. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I lost my train of thought what I was about to say. So hopefully I get it back. But nah, this was it wasn't that interesting at all. So
made at best.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. It might have been more interesting had Dolph Ziggler not won the title a few months ago. Because I knew they weren't going to swerve us again so soon.
Right.
Not with this belt, at least. So
yeah, that's something I've been worried about too, because like Braun is still a star, but that shine is coming off real fast. Like,
nah, we said this a few weeks ago. Move him up.
Yeah. We're getting past that point where it's like now you're waiting too long, and it's not going to hit. He finally debuts.
He's about 2 or 3 months away from the crowd turning on him down here.
Yeah.
So I can see it. Like I can see it already. This feud didn't do him no favor. So let's get him back on the right track at least, or you run the risk of this is gold that you got in your lap right here. This dude might turn the company around. Not that the company needs turning around, but like they need that new future star. And they don't have that person just yet. And Braun Breaker, for all intents and purposes, is the guy. But y'all need to, so hopefully this is just the first of, every top act has a few that just don't hit. That's just the name of the game. So hopefully this is the first and he don't have another one for a very long time. Because if you have a consistent run of just mid, why do we care?
Yeah, it's not gonna do it. I'm gonna just say this: we talked about it. Great American Bash is around the corner, and so I'm reminded of Great American Bash from 2 years ago, where we saw a very particular moment that we can recreate this year. So if that's how we send old Braun upstairs and fulfill that prophecy at the same time, that's a win-win for me. You get A+ all around at that point. So
yeah,
I know y'all tapped in. Just think about it.
Yeah, because you don't miss, and when you tapped in with us, we don't need it.
Exactly.
But we're gonna wrap up our first portion of the gauntlet here. We're gonna sign Reek off. Plug your socials, sir.
Y'all can find me at ReekHavoc24 on Instagram or Twitter. Also, go check out the Havoc Hour, where I talk sports and entertainment. on all platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling, Spotify, Anchor, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and the video versions are up on YouTube as well. I was actually supposed to shoot the episode tonight, but we had to move shit back. I forgot the pay-per-view was 2 pay-per-views this weekend. So let's just keep an eye out for the next 2 weeks, and I'm gonna reschedule, move some stuff around.
Yeah, man, and I'm not gonna plug nothing right now because I'm gonna still be around. But you heard him. Go check out the Havoc Hour, and we're gonna tag Reek out. It's a gauntlet, so he lost. We move on to the next opponent. Who's it gonna be?
Back.
I don't know.
I'll be back though.
Next week though.
Back though.
Yeah. Next week though.
Yeah.
It's probably just gonna be us next week. But we're gonna let them know though.
Of course.
June 27th. June 27th. Theme Song Madness 2.
Yeah, boy.
Official. We got an official date. It also coincides with the 20th anniversary of John Cena's debut. So John Cena is also getting added to the throne. He might have a song on the bracket too. You never know.
Yeah, I know what time it is.
The time is now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See what I did there? I will be back in 6 minutes. Welcome back, everyone, to Young Kings Wrestling. And Reek's not here, but here are the surprise guests. I didn't know who it was going to be. I'm lying. We planned this, but they're here for the second time ever. Our second favorite Filipino after Dave Batista. Justin from the Get Yo Podcast is here. And
Yo.
From the She Lead Showcase. I don't have the whole spiel. I'm gonna get it down one day though.
That's okay.
But you already know. I want to say like 6th or 7th appearance on Young Kings Wrestling. Miss Katie
like
Kinsey, baby. Welcome y'all to Young Kings Wrestling. Welcome to the Young Kings Wrestling Gauntlet.
Yeah.
And we just got done talking about In Your House. Wonderful show, but I want to get you guys' just real quick takes on In Your House. How did you feel about the show?
Ladies first.
In Your House was good. I wasn't. Some things surprised me, but overall, I was actually kind of down. It was a pretty decent, premium live event, takeover, pay-per-view, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. So yeah, it wasn't too bad.
It was great. I thought it was great for what it was supposed to be. I thought all the matches pretty much like delivered. Yeah, I thought it was good. It was good.
Like the improvement is becoming obvious. Like all those guys have been on TV 9 months now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the nerves are gone. Like it's looking like early day network NXT kind of like that's the feel I'm getting. It's just on TV.
Oh.
Basically, and the crowd seems to be more invested with the characters too now.
Yeah, the crowd was hot.
Oh, dude, for that breaker for the main event match, yeah, they were hot.
Even for that match that had the most boring build of any match on the show.
Literally,
it was like I was watching it, but I wasn't watching it. But no, dope show. But Hell in a Cell, and this one wasn't as bad as people thought it was going to be. Like it seemed like a little throwaway show, but it was still good. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it as we kick off Hell in a Cell 2022. Bianca Belair puts her Raw Women's Championship on the line versus Asuka and Becky Lynch. And first off, shout out to TJ Wilson as always. Like I thought it was Molly Holly, but apparently it was TJ Wilson only.
Oh, by himself?
Yeah. It was lit, man. No combination of these three women have missed in the last 2 months. Like they main evented Raw damn near every week. They going crazy. And shout out to Becky, like being conscious of the numbers game at all times. Like constantly throughout the match, Becky Lynch is just trying to make this a one-on-one. She's throwing Becky out the ring, Bianca out the ring. She's throwing Asuka out the ring. Like she's trying to keep it to where she doesn't have to worry about anybody but one other woman. And I can't wait to see how she reacts to having that win taken right out of her hands right at the last second. I'm giving this an A++++. This was dope. Who wants to go next?
Go ahead. Okay. Of course.
All right. No, yeah, definitely an A+. Like, this is the way to start your show. You started hot. You started with the women who all three alone, fantastic, together, made magic. Like, there wasn't, like, a lot of people were saying this should have been in a cell, which I kind of agree. But they went out there and said, no, fuck that. We're going to show you why it doesn't even need to be in a cell because it's going to be that damn good.
Yeah.
So,
yep. Agreed.
A++, Bianca don't miss in 2022. This is her year.
Yep, 1000 agree. And I agree with you guys too. A++. And at first I was thinking this should be in the cell too. But after the match, I'm like, it didn't really need it. As a matter of fact, like I might say this might be the best triple threat women's title match in a while.
In a minute,
you know, because like the chemistry between all three of them was on point. And man, you know, props to Belair and props to Becky, but Asuka, this is her first big match in like what, in a long time, right? Because she just came back like a month ago, like not even a month ago. Yeah, something
probably
like that.
About a year, at least.
Right. And so, and she didn't lost a step at all. So I really like this match. It was like I was gonna say it was my show stealer because it was so good. But yeah, that match was really on fire. And you know what? Belair, dude, she's right there now with all the women now, in my opinion.
Yeah, like enough with this shit of like, oh, it's the 4 horsewomen, and then
Asuka.
Asuka and Bianca are on the same level as the 4 horsewomen.
Oh, 1000.
Probably better than some of them.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna drop names. Y'all decide for yourselves.
No, Belair is the total package right now. She's the total package. And man, can we get Belair in more shorts, please? Please.
Someone else should be in shorts more often too. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. I know you're thirsty. I saw you drinking. I know you're thirsty. We'll get there.
No, I agree though. Shout out to the shorts. Shout out to Bianca's edges being laid. Like,
oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude, they didn't move?
The whole
Everything
match.
about Bianca, it's down to the smallest detail about her. And like the lipstick was like multicolored and the gear and the hair. Give her everything.
You get it hot. I know.
No, listen, my favorite thing about Bianca Belair is that what I didn't have really growing up was like that representation as a kid, like seeing all the little black girls in the crowd just cheering for her, having signs like
Oh, man, I saw signs like little EST.
Yeah.
Oh,
like that one particularly, I was like, oh yeah, I love this. Like,
yes.
I love to see that because like as a black wrestling fan, like who we have, Booker T. That's it.
That's it.
That's all we had. And then like, I mean, like Bobby Lashley. I mean, like as a main event type.
I know. I was just joking.
Yeah. Shout out to Devon. I met Devon when I was like 10 years old on Total
Trust me, I had Jimmy Yang Wang, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah. I mean, also, you know, if you wanted to reach a little bit, you had The Rock. So did we. But like,
yeah, that's reaching for sure. That's reaching.
That's right.
I mean, we had The Rock too, but that's The Rock. That's different. Like,
yeah.
No,
you had The Rock. You had The Rock more than I did. You had The Rock more than you had the more Rock than I did.
And Rock is Pacific Islander. It counts.
I mean, what they're trying to say is representation fucking matters.
Yeah.
Especially in wrestling for these up and coming kids growing up. So
especially to see like a black woman, like even the black women we had back then, they weren't booked like like a mega star. Like, I mean, we had Jazz, Jackie,
Yep.
Right.
That was it. But like
That was really it for a long
they
time.
weren't
Yeah.
they weren't Bianca though. Like
Right.
I don't even think Sasha Banks is Bianca at this point.
You
Let's
know
go
what?
different
Not
stats
at this
here.
point. I mean, she represents like another crowd, but I think Belair represents like, because from what I get from like some of my friends and stuff, they want to see them on TV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And Belair represents more them,
yeah.
because what I'm saying, like, not everybody's in the anime,
Nah.
not everyone's like into like Korean pop like that, like Sasha is. So
Yeah.
like Belair represents like, because some of my friends run the track team, some of them run the sports team, some of them, like you said, with the edges and everything, they make the ring gear, so they fit that mold for sure.
I see black women who I've never seen tweet about wrestling before.
Right,
Have
that's
been
what I was
tweeting
gonna
about
say.
wrestling more often now that like they see Bianca. They just see like pictures or like videos of Bianca Belair just posted on the timeline, and it's like, yo, I need to start watching wrestling.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So like that's how it is. So like shout out to representation, even just for the men, like even just for a black man. As a black man now, to see more representation on this than I saw as a kid. Like, I mean, I had Crime Time as my representation. I loved Crime Time as a kid, but like if I seen Crime Time as an adult, it would probably rub me the wrong way.
Right.
It's a stereotype. Like,
Right, I got you. Yeah.
like we had Bobby Lashley, but he was only around a couple years, so like
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't get that as a kid. Like MVP, he was probably the main one, him and Shelton.
Right.
But yeah, I'm digressing.
No, it's okay.
Speaking of Bobby Lashley and MVP, our next match here, a handicap match. Bobby Lashley defeats MVP and Omos, aka Nick Zilla, aka. This one was cool. It was cool for what it was. Like, I'm not really gonna gas it up too much. Prior to the match, we have Cedric Alexander is still hanging around like a roach. And MVP basically told him, "Hey fam, get off my dick. We don't need you. Her business is done. It's over with." Like Vince Carter, it's over. And of course he didn't listen. He still showed up to the point where after the match, later on in the show, Bobby Lashley had to basically tell him the same thing, like, "Hey fam, don't show up in my matches no more."
Right.
But it was a little bit more civil. Bobby Lashley stole the dude's belt at the end of it from the crowd.
Oh, the fans? Yeah.
Like I would have had to fight him for my replica. That's a good like $500 right there.
It's expensive.
Like don't take my belt and then like I don't know if you're gonna give it back or not.
He gave it back.
I mean, he did. I was watching him the whole time, like, bro, give him his belt back.
I know. I was like, don't be taking this man's belt.
Like, you took his belt on the other side of the ring, bro.
You literally just walked around. The fuck?
No,
Well, not just that. He spent a long time in that ring. Like the camera stayed there. Like the match was like already over. And I went to go get some food. And I looked, man, this man's still in the ring with this man's belt, like just waving it around. I'm like, 8 minutes of time?
Damn.
Like, damn.
An entire Roman?
Like, are we gonna cut him off?
Calm down.
They should have had the dude in there, the person who had the title. They should have brought him in there too.
Right. Let me celebrate. It's
You know.
my belt.
Yeah, come on.
Honestly.
No, I'm gonna give this a B though. Like, it wasn't nothing super special, but yeah, Bobby Lashley, that crowd was hot for him though.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all might have to call audible. Y'all might have to get that one off of Roman sooner than you want to.
Oh, I'm with you with giving this a B. Oh, I'm sorry, ladies first. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. No, your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, so like, yeah, I'll give it like a B, only because I feel like this is kind of building Bobby back up. He conquered the Giant. Beat MVP. Because, like, honestly, that's what I would like. I would like Bobby to get back to the, when he had the title.
The Almighty.
The Almighty,
Yeah.
right? Because, like, for me, like, he is one of the guys that could take that title off Roman, in my opinion.
One of few.
One of few. And he can carry it, and everything will be fine. You know what I'm saying? Just switch to your old ring gear. I don't like the half and half yin yang thing that's going on with his,
Yeah, that was
right. You need to show them thighs, boy.
Yeah, I mean, if the ladies are showing thighs, Bobby got to show them too. It's only
Come
fair.
on. That's what I want.
Equality.
good pose
Equality.
from Lashley.
Yeah,
Hit him with
do
the
the
pose.
Chris Masters pose. You know,
Hit him with the pose. God damn it. I don't even. I guess I can give it like a B minus. I was not interested in this build at all. Like, love Bobby, love the former Almighty WWE champion, but I just didn't really care. Like, I knew this would like keep going, but the match was fine. Bobby did Bobby things, made MVP tap out, so he got his comeuppance finally on that.
Yeah.
So I just hope
Right.
that we're done with this. With
Please.
MVP, Omos, and Bobby, I want this to be done now. Because
just real quick before we move on, I'm sorry. Like, where does Omos? What happens to Omos now?
I was gonna ask that question too.
Okay,
I don't
See,
know.
like,
great minds.
I don't even know. What do you do with it now?
He didn't lose, so like,
Right.
Yeah, he didn't lose.
Yeah.
He can blame MVP for losing. But then, do we get a fucking MVP Omos feud that nobody really wants to
Nah.
see? Like,
See, nobody wants that.
that's what I'm saying. So, like, what do you do with Omos?
Right. Because
Send him
Bobby would be
SmackDown?
okay after this. Bobby's good. He's already
you
a
might
main
have
guy
to
after
send
this.
this dude over to SmackDown and
Ooh,
figure out what to do with him over, or send Bobby over to Smack. Send somebody.
yeah, please. They need somebody. You're right.
Yo, they're running out of top tier talent here, guys. Like,
Because I'm
you gotta
getting
figure out what
tired
you're
of
doing.
seeing dance. Okay.
Yeah, man.
You know, him trying
Somebody.
to say
This is what I said on Twitter. Like, somebody must have saw him dancing at the WrestleMania after party and was like, "Yeah, that's your gimmick."
Man. I mean,
Keeping him on TV. So.
yeah.
Shanky's on TV about at the same amount as Omos right now.
True.
So, but they're also like not doing anything with either
Right.
after this. So,
No, we're gonna see how that's going. Shout out real quick to Jinder Mahal and Baron Corbin, both getting dubs on SmackDown this past week. I'm giving swallowing SmackDown whole.
how dare you?
The Maharaja.
The Maharaja and Corbin on the same episode. It
Um,
was like that episode of SmackDown was booked specifically for me.
Hell no. He does have a banger theme song though.
Who,
Jinder Mahal.
Oh, Jinder's theme's always been fun.
Yeah. With the and the graphics. I like the graphics. I'm telling you.
Hey, he need to win the title back again.
Ooh.
I'm speaking into existence. I don't care who's offended. Let's move on. Our next match, Kevin Owens defeats Elias's younger brother, Ezekiel. I thought Zeke was going to win this one. I'm not going to lie to you. He probably lost for wearing that big-ass collar button up in that interview he had. Y'all see that?
Yeah. With the sit down with the what's his name?
Who,
What's
Corey?
his name? Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Shout out to Booker T too. Like, they were on the kickoff show and they're just like, who's gonna win this match? And Booker T said not Elias, Ezekiel was gonna lose because he was swagless pretty much. He literally said that. Like, if y'all go back and watch the kickoff, he was
Hell
like,
no.
yo, I mean, he seems like a nice guy, but he don't got no style. So.
because that's what determines. Like, the fuck.
I love Booker T.
Hey,
Booker
style is
T has said
important.
some questionable things in the past. So,
True.
Booker T's harmless. I want the IWC to stop acting like Booker T's opinion is just the worst thing in the world.
oh no, everyone's opinion.
He's giving his
is-
opinion just like all of us are on his podcast.
I have seen way worse opinions. Than
Oh,
Booker
I've
yeah.
seen
T's.
worse.
Booker T.
Like-
Booker is just out of pocket a little more, but that's okay.
Listen,
Like,
Booker
I've
usually
seen
harmless.
worse opinions, just like the ones we discussed earlier on the show.
right.
Like, I don't know. Y'all probably listened to the first portion.
Oh, I'm
Mhm.
gonna listen for sure.
Mhm.
Definitely
Somebody compared the Young Bucks to Outcast, and
Oh my!
It's like some people shouldn't have access to the internet.
I agree.
I'm just saying.
Well, some people just shouldn't think.
Well, that's the problem. They weren't.
Like, I know this is
Also,
the Hell in a Cell.
everybody's right here.
Review. I know this. I know this is the Hell in a Cell review, but what part of your brain cells came up with that comparison? You know, sorry, I don't know, but if I
Black
use my glasses and I put everything on, they white.
Yeah, very, very Caucasian.
Yeah, very, and nothing
Literally.
resembles. No resemblance.
Yeah, I just,
You know,
Kevin Owens and Ezekiel, I'll give it a C. I enjoyed the feud and all the banter more than I enjoyed the match. But I don't know what that was. It seemed like it was a throwaway match. Like you probably could have put that on later on in the card if you wanted to.
oh yeah,
Could have swapped this with the U.S. title match possibly.
yeah.
But yeah, what did you guys think of that one?
I give it a C. I mean, Kevin Owens was the best part of this feud, hands down. I talked about it. I feel like I talk about it all the time. Kevin Owens is a gem. You can put him in any situation. He will adapt. You can have him be this funny comedian and pull this shit of like, you're Elias, not Ezekiel. Ezekiel's not a real person. Stop. Or you can have him be the murderous heel he was when he like first debuted. So you can put him in anything and he'll thrive. So he and a little bit Chad Gable held this feud up to a higher standard than it really needed to be. And like only made me care because like everyone thought Kevin was crazy. So I just wanted to see how he would react to that. But the match was fine. Kevin's great. Ezekiel, Elias, whatever you want to call him, has been good in the ring. He hasn't really got the chance to like utilize that or show it. But it was another like Bobby almost thing. I just didn't really care.
Yeah. I mean, it was a fun match. Everyone to something to get the crowd back into it. You know what I'm saying? You know, catch their breath and everything like that before, you know, all the other matches. But man, I give it the same grade, like C minus. You know, but like you said, it's held up by Kevin Owens. But why is Ezekiel got to come out looking like hostage taker or hostage warrior? Remember when Warrior like held Vince McMahon hostage? Like that's what he looked like. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like, I ain't gonna come on.
He might be the best wrestler to wear like little.
Yeah, the little tassels.
Yeah, tassels.
Yeah.
That's what they're called.
Right. And I don't know, man. Like I don't get why people are not really selling Owens a stunner. They just kind of like get it and then they just plop down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where's
Like,
the
they don't
appeal,
really...
guys? You gotta sell
Let
it.
me take a stunner one time.
So you've already taken a bump once, TC.
Yeah, I took a bump last week.
That's true. That's true.
I'm waiting for the video too. We're gonna find it.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see that. Because like I remember who that is when you guys were talking about it. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Damn.
Man.
Yeah, okay.
Knock my durag off
can't
and
wait to see it,
man.
Oh. Oh
It's
wow.
terrible.
Oh wow.
Oh, man.
I can't wait to see that.
Let's move on to the next match. Judgment Day. I don't like the
Yeah,
I don't like that. Sounds weird. So I'm just calling Judgment Day. They defeat AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Liv Morgan. Shout out to Edge. He has not missed in the last 2.5 years since he's returned. I had to think about it, and I was like, I can't remember him losing more than 3 matches. He actually only lost 4. Lost
there you go.
Twice to Roman, once to Seth, once to Randy.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I know Katie's been waiting to talk about this one. Rhea Ripley in shorts. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. No, this match was fun. I heard Molly Holly produced this one.
Oh,
along with Petey Williams.
What?
Which
what
when the fuck did Petey Williams start working for WWE?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Petey's been with him for a minute.
Has he? I think I remember, but
he made a cameo on TV once or twice.
I'm gonna have to run it back because like every time there's like a brawl or something, I noticed Jamie Noble, I noticed Davari, but like I'm gonna have to look out for Petey Williams next time. Yeah, that match.
I didn't
know he was at that state though. He had that he was managing matches.
Last time I seen him, he was in Impact, and that was last year.
Okay.
So yeah, I got a shot. But see Finn Balor still faced with a moral compass. Every time he sees Rhea Ripley, he's just like, "Yo, move the fuck out of my way!" Like I'll stomp Rhea Ripley out, bro. Like move out my way. Like you just being scared. Like I'll stump Rhea Ripley out. She can stump me out. It's all good. But,
Right.
It's all fair.
Yeah. But I think the fans like y'all stop bitching about Finn Balor's booking because like you paying attention. We said it on the show weeks ago that like yeah, Finn Balor probably gonna join up with Judgment Day. Just like every week is something like Edge is trying to recruit new people into the group.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time at this point. Like just let the story run out. Stop talking about what he deserves.
Right.
Like, come on, fam. He's good.
And he's not like booked bad. Like he's on the show.
Nah.
Like
he loses a
big
lot,
feud.
but that's really the only thing. He's on TV all the time. He's
in
in
this
big programs.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's in this big feud right now.
Like
So.
Right.
he's feuding with Hall of Famers like all the time, bro.
Exactly.
Like they obviously like him. It's not that they don't like him; they just have him out there losing all the time. He just happens to be a big loser. So maybe if he joins up with Edge, because Damian Priest, he was fine, and then he started losing, and then he joined up with Edge. When the last time Damian Priest lost? Rhea Ripley was losing all the time. Joined up with Edge.
Okay. I see what you're
You
saying.
see where it's going.
Yeah,
Finn,
I see where it's
Finn
going.
is when the last time Finn won a match that mattered?
I mean, the NXT title, right?
Probably then.
Right.
Because who'd he
Somewhere
beat for the
around-
Intercontinental belt? Or the US title?
God.
Did he beat not Shinsuke Nakamura, right? Was it?
No, it was the
Apollo
US
Creed,
title.
right?
No.
Uh,
See, I don't remember who
Is
had it.
Googleable?
It wasn't Riddle. Or was it?
yeah, it's good.
I got
It
it.
is Google.
It's
It's
Googleable.
Googleable.
I got it. I got you. You said US title?
Yeah. I know he lost the Theory. But who did Finn beat for it? I forgot.
Was it Damian Priest?
Was it Priest? It was Priest.
I think it was Priest,
It was
right?
Priest.
I think it might have been Priest.
It was
Oh my god,
Priest.
it was Priest.
Yeah. Because that's how come he's part of this.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why they beefing right now.
Okay, yeah. Right.
Oh my god, it all makes sense, doesn't it?
I had to think about that.
Goddamn.
See, you hot potato stuff like you tend to forget. But
Right.
yeah.
Right.
A- for me. What did y'all think about this?
A+. A fucking plus. Let me tell you why. Whatever happened to
Ripley?
Rhea Ripley's gear, good. I'm glad she had to make shit on the fly, because that's what this was. And Lord, hurt
Oh,
my
something
brains.
happened to her gear?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, something happened.
Yeah, it
Oh,
literally
that's why
got
it
like
looked the purple shit looked real cheap.
she tweeted something saying that like when your gear gets lost or like got held up at an airport, I'm guessing. So she literally had to make that shit like on the fly.
Rhea Ripley, you lose your gear a lot.
Yeah,
She really does.
What's
She
going
really
on?
does. But you know what? I'm glad she didn't use Damian Priest's gear this time. She just did what she had to do. And it was
a good look. Keep it.
just such a nice time. Honestly, please keep it for the love of God.
I wonder whose shorts those were.
I don't know, but thank
You don't
you, whoever they were. I don't give a fuck.
This is better than Trick Williams wearing Lash Legends pants on the same episode of
Facts.
NXT.
Facts. This is far superior. But also, the match was good. AJ got busted open. I don't even know when the fuck it happened. It was like towards the end, but AJ got busted open bad. Because I was trying to figure it out. I was like, he was on the outside, and then he does a phenomenal forearm, and he was bleeding. So something happened on the outside, and then he got sent out for the rest of the match. But the match was good. The chemistry between these six is great. I said pull a major plot twist, have all three people join Judgment Day. Just one big ass faction. That's what I was suggesting. But no, I loved the match regardless of Rhea's gear. But this was one of the ones I was looking forward to anyway. So I give it an A+.
Ooh. I have to agree. I'll give it an A. Just because, yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to AJ Styles, but in terms of like chemistry and stuff and the way Judgment Day is being booked, yeah, I'm for it. Like, I want to see what they're gonna do after this.
Yeah, man. I enjoyed that one, and I enjoyed the next one too. Sorry if that offends, because I enjoyed the Baron Corbin match. but I did. Happy Corbin, and I guess he's just Madcap now. He's
Just
not
mad.
Madcap Moss anymore.
Right.
I don't even know.
Madcap defeats Baron Corbin in a no holds barred match, and this one, all day, all day. It was a yeah. Go watch it. I didn't think about it, but this was the only SmackDown match on this whole show, so this is pretty much like a special edition of Monday Night Raw.
Basically,
pretty much. It was still cool. Baron Corbin. Yeah, Madcap got it back in blood and crushed Baron Corbin's throat. That's kind of what happens when you talk shit a lot. You know,
yeah.
Shouldn't have been talking shit. So
Honestly,
but yeah, this one, what grade I give this one? B plus. I enjoyed it. It was cool. It was fun for what it was. Madcap, future world champ. I'm sorry.
Oh,
saying it right now.
Go ahead, Katie. What you think?
TC knows I have no love for Happy Corbin. Bum ass Baron Corbin over everything. If
Bring
you
it
have
back.
to be something Corbin,
bring it back.
Honestly,
you have it written in the lore. It's canon. It came out of Corbin's mouth. He said, "I would rather be broke again than lose to Madcap Moss." So bring it back.
True.
See, look at that. It's manifest. I guess into existence.
It's manifested. I'm telling you.
It's manifest destiny right there.
He's gonna go bankrupt paying his hospital bills.
Well, yeah, he got his ass stretchered out. That's why. Which that spot was cool. The fact that it was the only SmackDown match, which kind of sucked, but then again, they're not really doing anything on SmackDown since Roman's MIA. I mean, you know, you could have put the IC title on the fucking card, but no.
That's true.
I would have loved to see Big Goon on the card.
I want to see Ricochet get his chest caved in on a pay-per-view, not on SmackDown. Like, I'm not asking for a lot.
True.
That's what's going to happen. So, wasn't really
Ricochet got about 5 days left as champion. So.
Oh, start counting, bro. And he's gonna lose his girl to Shanky. Like,
yeah, man, Ricochet down bad. Like Ricochet is MVP at a down bad Olympics the last couple.
On God, like, so wasn't. And I didn't really care about this feud. Like, this is probably the one I care. This is the match I cared the least about. But like Madcap won, so I'll give it a C.
See, okay, that's pretty good.
I feel like I'm being generous with that, but
you know what? I actually enjoyed this. I ain't gonna lie. Like at first, I was just like everybody else. I'm kind of like not gonna watch this. But as the match went on, and you just seen Madcap just throwing him around, and you know, Baron Corbin, he's a good seller. I don't care what anybody says. He's a good seller. And he was selling the hell out for Madcap. And you know what? For a minute, I thought I was watching Drew McIntyre by the time his, ring attire look, you know what I'm saying? But, I got to say, whatever they do with Madcap, I'm all for it because he kind of showed in this match that he could do more than just be that goofy lackey.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just try to put this and manifest this. If Baron Corbin goes back to the Lone Wolf, I want him in Judgment Day.
Okay.
Because he been kind of losing. And so maybe he could kind of get back to that winning streak.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something right there. We're gonna see about that.
We'll see.
Next up for the United States Championship, Theory defeats Mustafa Ali. This one, it would have been like a really good 205 live title match on a pay-per-view about like 3-4 years ago. It's kind of what it reminded me of. Like, yeah, it was good. When they put it in the cool down spot, I was just like, yeah, Ali's not winning.
Yep.
Right there, I was just like, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe Monday. We'll see.
Maybe Money in the Bank. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe Money in the Bank. I don't know. I'll give this one a B-. The card placement brought it down a bit for me. The match was really good. I think if they placed it somewhere else on the card, like in place of the Owens Ezekiel match, you might have not made it obvious who was going to win.
Right.
Mhm.
So, B minus for me.
Just
That, you know what, I gotta say, I'm gonna give it a C minus only because C plus only because they didn't really get to, like you said, they didn't really get to tell like their story. You know, with some of the spots they did, they kind of got the crowd into it, but like you said, like you knew this was going to be a short match because they were hitting everything quick.
Yeah.
And they didn't really get a chance to tell like a story that they wanted to, like have Ali get that good comeback. It was just kind of like, you know, a spot fest almost.
Yeah, it was a fun ending, but yeah, as soon as he missed that 450, I was like, yep, here we go.
You knew.
Run it back on Monday, give him some time.
True.
Give them a couple commercial breaks and let them show out. You got 3 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, do something.
Let it rock. And then our main events, rumors circulated all day about an apparent injury of Cody Rhodes, and it was confirmed finally at the top of the kickoff show. Cody Rhodes, he had adrenaline in his soul, tore his right titty off the bone. Yes. It was unfortunate. It was big and purple. It looked nasty.
Oh,
it looked like Katie's hair kind of like that was the color.
Yeah, a little bit.
It was all bad. Like he tore his pet. He must really want to be Triple H. You remember Triple H tore his pet in Arabia? Like he had a pedigree in this match. He pulled a sledgehammer out. All the Triple H-isms. Get well soon to Cody though. Like some of the bumps he was taking, they must have had him on the crazy painkillers. Like,
yeah,
I had to.
Like I was on like they gave me this painkiller when I dislocated my shoulder a few months back. Yeah. Like just you a football fan, just you remember like Ray Lewis tore his tricep and he came back like 3 weeks later. Yeah, he was on the Ray Lewis shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know that they had to inject a little something in there.
Yeah, like
or do something.
He was using it a lot. He took a table bump.
Yeah.
Like, and I've seen a lot of doom and gloom of people on like, oh, I'm so uncomfortable, yada yada. Like, y'all act like Cody Rhodes, the first wrestler to ever wrestle injured before.
Right.
I think it was more so the fact that they could see it.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair. But like,
because a lot of the times, like we have an idea somebody's injured. Like I will say, I did call Punk being injured. I did notice, but you couldn't tell like what was wrong. But this, you could literally fucking see
the bruise.
The bruise was it was when he took that jacket off. I was like, "There's no way." I was like, "Say psych."
Right.
He should have wrapped it up at least, but. No, I'm not shocked that he wrestled. People was like, man, just go to the hospital. That looks bad. Like, no, this is Cody Rhodes, man. This is the same dude. He took an unprotected chair shot to the head with a non-gimmick chair.
True.
This is the same dude that put himself through a flaming table without putting any flame retardant on his body.
Right.
Yep.
Like, come on now.
Like
it's
this
Cody
is
Rhodes.
definitely
He
his kind of
dedicated
match.
to it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, it's literally in his blood. Wrestling has more than one royal family. No, I'm gonna get this one. I get this one an A+. From the beginning, when I seen Seth Rollins come out in polka dots, wearing Dusty Rhodes ring attire, I'll give it another A+, because he had a weight belt also in polka dots, and another A+ for the bull rope, and another A+ for pedigree and sledgehammer appearance for A++++ for me.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid A. More so the fact that like towards the end, I felt bad for Cody, and like not a big Cody Rhodes guy over here, and I've said that from the jump. I haven't really been his biggest fan, especially when he was in AEW.
Man, you can go check the archives. I'm the biggest Cody Rhodes fan of all time. Don't check the archives.
But like I've been liking Cody since he came back to WWE, and like this feud with Seth has been great. It's definitely one of the best things on Raw. But like, especially at the end of the match after he won, he literally had like tears in his eyes. He was like, "I need to get the fuck out of here." I was like, "Stop celebrating and just go now. You're done. Just you can get out of there now, my guy. You don't have to stay." but like they don't miss. Like these two, like this is the end of the trilogy, which I'm curious how it would have went if Cody didn't tear his fucking titty off. I probably the same outcome, but I'm curious as to what the match could have been, because he still did a whole hell of a lot more than I really was expecting.
Yeah.
Which major fucking props to him, because I
Better
fucked
than
up my
me.
hand and I couldn't do anything.
Oh right.
Bro, I told you I dislocated my shoulder. I couldn't really drive that way.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that would be. Oh my god.
Bro,
Yeah, I
imagine
could do
wrestling with one
nothing.
arm. That's why I respect Finn Balor a lot. We had the same injury. He wrestled a whole match.
Oh yeah.
Ironically,
Yeah.
against the same guy.
I forgot.
Yeah, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Seth's a bad worker." I was like, "Okay, not true. It's not Seth's fault. It was slightly torn on Monday, and then Cody weight trained and tore completely. So that's not on Seth. Y'all don't be blaming him. Stop that."
Yeah, why would they blame?
Because it's the
because of the
NWC.
brawl?
They
The
complain
brawl?
because they complain about everything.
Yeah, they complain about a lot.
They need
Oh
someone to
my
blame. They're not gonna blame
God,
Cody.
come on
They're not gonna
now,
blame
y'all.
the roller coaster, as you were calling him. Like they're not gonna blame him.
Oh my gosh.
What grade do you guys give this match?
I give this, like you, TC, I give this an A plus plus plus. I mean, basically, just to piggyback on everything that you said. I also will say, I think it's Corey Graves who said that's a broken one-wing angel.
That's a fallen angel with a broken wing.
Yeah, that's a fault. Yes, and I like that very
That's
much.
the best thing he's ever said.
No,
Besides,
Corey Graves
Besides,
sneaks
I
some
do.
things in there every now and again.
He gets some good gems.
Okay.
Like every
Yeah,
now and
that's true.
again, he has some. But
Yeah. And you know what? Since I recorded my episode, I didn't really hear about the injury and I was watching Game 2. I didn't really hear about the injury until the show started. And when he took his jacket off, I'm like, oh man, none of the ugly ass tattoo. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's the injury. So I was like, oh, okay, man, damn. I was like, damn, that looks bad. And then he had that that tweezer thing, and he put it right on his nipple. Oh my.
yeah, that looked
Right?
That looked bad.
Right? Do you remember that? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me describe it. Oh,
Justin.
that was Hell in a Cell, and Money in the Bank is the next premium live event. Probably,
well,
I
y'all gotta be happy.
might do a post show on that one. Might do a
Really?
post show on that one.
We're at the what am I saying? The hotel. Hello, you live there.
No.
Yeah, he lives there.
No, I'm gonna do the post show like I do every post show.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I just won't do it that night. I'll wait the next day.
I got you.
It's gonna be fun. Hurry up and send me my tickets,
please.
Because it would be a shame to y'all to get Peasant of the Week for fucking up my tickets. I paid $400 for it, but
oof,
that ass.
Yeah. Plug your socials, guys. Whoever wants to go first.
Ladies first.
Damn it. All right. You can follow me on Twitter at GatorWrestling13. Link to my bio to take you all things She Lead Showcase. Twitch.tv/She Lead Showcase. Typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. We move the time up because I would like to actually do more things with my time. YouTube video. I always say go watch that. What?
I barely be getting off work and I see there's a link. I'm like, dang, I can't decompress.
I'm sorry. Listen, time zones suck.
It's true.
It's a damn
I
shame.
understand.
But Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, most recent episodes out. Inside the Mind of is an interview series I do with people in the wrestling community. TC and Just have also been on that. TC's is 2 hours long. If you want to hear TC talk for 2 hours about candles and conspiracies,
dinosaurs, the conspiracy theories, yo.
TC's is great. Just is also fucking hysterical, so his was great too. In the crowd, we might be doing an episode with Get Show if we can get all the guys together. Stay tuned for that.
We're working on it.
It's a process.
It's a process.
But yeah, and I was on the way to Smack and Roll. So check it out.
Yeah. Well, I recorded an episode today, so there's a new Get Show up. check all the podcast, feeds, Apple, Spotify, all of them, Overcast. I don't know who uses Overcast anymore, but so it's up there. You can find me on the Get Your Podcast on Twitter, Get Your Podcast on Instagram. And yeah, thank you for having me, TC. Man, this is always a pleasure. I'm a fan, so this is an honor for me.
Is that I'm a fan?
I'm a fan too. And
Yeah.
appreciate y'all. Wow, what the hell am I about to say? I appreciate y'all for coming on, in the final hour to do the second half of this show. We had a fun time. Shout out to Jaylan on the beat.
Yep.
Providing us with the sounds. Go check out that rooftop views on all your streaming podcasts. I said streaming podcasts, your streaming platforms like Spotify and iTunes and Tidal and Google Music and Amazon Music. And I'm plugging everything. Go check that out. Go check out the beats, man. Good beats.
It is.
And go check out Young Kings Wrestling, YKWrestling.com everywhere. You can follow us everywhere on Instagram at YKWrestling_, but everywhere else at YK Wrestling by itself. And follow me personally if you feel so inclined to at tc.fontaine or FOI Photo 702, both on Instagram. And that's it. I have nothing else. Anybody else have anything else?
No, this was fun.
Not to get all crazy, but my shirt came in. You know what I'm saying? Got the
Go get you.
What's up?
Why was it hidden the whole time? Go get you one of those pro wrestling pro choice shirts. YKWrestling.com. The link is right there. Or you can hit the link tree in Katie's bio as well.
Yeah.
Either or. It's accessible wherever. Go get that.
Multiple people got it in their bios. People fucking find one and click
you have zero excuse, is what she's saying.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So go get you some merch and go listen to everybody's show here.
That's right. Let's do it.
And in the meantime, we'll be back next week with another one. See y'all later. Gone.